Alright, so it's just after 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun's not even up yet. I've been thinking about what final things to do and how to be more efficient and such. Crossing my head, and I want to make one last video. And actually, this video has I don't think anything to do with. Oh, what is that? What is this? Oh, it's water. Oh, you know what? That's water from my Camelback. Yeah, it's water. It's water from my Camelback. It was leaking last night. So this valve here, this locking valve, it's not working quite right anymore. So it leaks a little bit. This Camelback's really old. I've had this thing for like 20 years. Maybe it's time to replace the bladder. But anyways, so back to what I was thinking about how I was packing everything, what I need to do and such. No, seat stuck. I don't have my keys with me. I was looking at my tires. Actually, I saw this last night. I noticed it last night. And when you guys tell me the colors right, because I'm colorblind, so I always have a hard time seeing colors. But you know, I mean, I'm red-green colorblind, right? So that's the common color blindness for 10% of males. But here on my tires, it's kind of hard to see because the sun's not out yet. But anyways, I see kind of a little bit of bluing here. See on the tires? So that's the first time I've seen bluing on a scooter tire, on a small bike. This bluing usually means the tire's getting hot. This is sort of the heat cycle, basically the heat cycle, if you will. Usually when you take motorcycles on the track, those conditions allow bikes to run fast enough, hot enough where the tires get blue and it goes through this heat cycle. And tires don't have only so many heat cycles before the rubber compound molecules changes, and it isn't as good as it was before that anymore. That's why lots of guys, they do that. The guys that ride track and race and such, they only run the tires for so many heat cycles, and they get rid of them, even though the thread is still good. But anyways, I really like this tire. It's half the price compared to the Dunlops that I normally use, and they grip for streetwise. It grips just as well. I think there was a few situations where I noticed, not quite as good as the Dunlop, but normal people would never get into that spot, unless you're on a close course. But I tend to ride on this bike anyways. I tend to ride pretty hard and fast, even though I'm commuting on it. I ride pretty hard and fast through the mountains. So I'm seeing that. But the tread well looks pretty good. It has I think over 1,000 miles on it already. Somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500. Off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly. I have to look at my records. But anyways, you guys give me feedback on that. Other thing I was looking at was how I was gonna my riding suit, basically my two-piece suit. Remember, I showed you guys that in the other video, and how it has the insulation and stuff. I was thinking about, if I ride, how am I gonna, for example, on the first day, in the morning it's gonna be cold, so I'm gonna have the insulator on and everything. Then as the day progresses and I get to basically to Death Valley, it's gonna be blazing hot. So somewhere along the line, I have to stop and take that off because it's gonna get way too hot. And how I would be fast about that, because when you take off the suit, you have to basically literally take off the whole suit to take off the insulation, right? So that's gonna probably take me like 15 minutes just to do that, maybe faster. But that's kind of a time killer right there. So on the day of the ride, or on the event, I won't have my gear bag and stuff back here, so I have easy access to my under my seat. So under my seat, there's still a little bit of space. There's probably about, I don't know, at least 2 inches, if not 3 inches of space left pretty much the full length of the seat. So that's enough space to put my my insulators. I was thinking about sticking in here, but that space in this Camelback's not big enough. And actually, I might rearrange this. I might take out the my heat liner, my Gerbian heated liner, and leave it in the seat as well, just to make it so there's less bulk, so my legs have a little bit more space, my knees have a little bit more room, but also when you steer this thing as well, because of the bulk, it kind of interferes with the steering. It doesn't allow the steering to be as smooth, and it gets kind of hung up a little bit on the seat here and a little bit against the top of the gas cap lid. So yeah, so I'm gonna just go through a quick final check before I take off. I'm actually gonna leave home at around 9 o'clock. It's probably gonna take me about 5 hours to get to the starting location for tomorrow. For the event tomorrow. I should be there by, probably, if I leave at 9 o'clock, I should be there by 3 o'clock for sure. If everything goes out all right. Be down to Morro Bay by 3 o'clock. Where I'm gonna do one final check over everything and take off. All right, so this is probably gonna be the last video until I get back, I think. Again, I don't think I'm gonna be making a video while during the event. I probably won't have time, because by the end of each day, and depending on how long the day is, I'm gonna have to go through the bike every day, make sure everything's proper, it's good, get it ready for the next day. So yeah, so I don't think I have time to make any videos, but I will keep up the info on my thread in Adventure Rider, adv.com. Under my thread name is Da Vinci. Under the battle scooters, you'll find my thread, and I think that the post count starts for this Cannonball starts around 750. I think post count number 750. All right, so wish me luck. See you guys in probably another month or so. I won't be back home until like another month.